What's up, everyone? I'm Felice, and this is
Retta.
And you're tuned in to Tuned In
Love Talks.
And today, y'all, what we're going to be talking about is what it really means to be single. Like single. Not single, and if someone wants to date you, you're not single. I mean single.
Oh, okay. I was going to say something. So you know when you say that you're taking a break, but you're still like talking to somebody or still going on dates, that's not being single. Or where you're not committing yourself to someone and then you're still talking to someone, that's not being single. Sorry to break it to you.
If you're really single, that means you're taking the time to not date, not even entertain the idea, not talking to someone on the side, not talking to someone that you know is interested, but you're not ready to make them your boyfriend or girlfriend. Being single means that you're really single and you're focused on other things like improving yourself, maybe your career, maybe your finances. Single. Taking time for you.
And usually when people decide that they're going to be single for a while or they're not going to be committed to someone, it's because they have been in several unsuccessful relationships. And so they feel like they don't want to be bothered with somebody else, or they're going to do their own thing, or whatever it is that they say. But if you're truly trying to find that one, if you're truly trying to find the one who's right for you, sometimes you got to step back and examine yourself to see what has been the pattern in your last relationships. And for you to truly do that is for you to take some time for yourself, because you cannot do those things if you're preoccupying yourself with someone else. Because all the bad habits that you had from the last relationship, you're going to bring it into that new relationship.
Absolutely. And there's actually a verse in scripture that says to take heart, like you taking your heart out and you examine it. What I mean by that, what that verse really means is to examine yourself. Like really examine yourself, your flaws, your strengths, your weaknesses, like your desires, all that stuff. To really examine yourself and get to know you. Get to know what's really holding you back from a relationship with God or a relationship with other people.
Yeah. And I mean, I know it can be challenging when you're by yourself. You probably feel lonely. You miss having that connection with somebody, someone to go on a date with, someone to watch Netflix with, or whatever. But at the same time, you can still do those things and be single. And it doesn't have to be with the opposite sex. So what you can do is hit up some friends. I'm sure somebody want to hang out, and maybe you're not a friend person, but I'm sure that you can get yourself involved with someone in your church or someone in maybe a family member you haven't heard from in a while. You can do that as well. What do you think, babe? Like, what are some ideas that you have?
That's a good idea. You don't have to go out with the opposite sex to enjoy the same things that you enjoy doing anyway. So I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Also
take the time to really work on yourself. It's not always about entertainment. Sometimes it's about you just working on yourself. And here's the thing that we really want to communicate to y'all. If you had problems in your last relationship, right? Those problems are not always on the other person, right? Because nobody is perfect. So that means you have problems too. Now, if you jump into another relationship and you ain't take the time to work on the problems that you caused in your last relationship, you just bringing those same problems to the new relationship. So when are you going to take the time to really work on yourself?
That's true. That is really true. And I got a question. You mentioned something earlier. You said, what was it? What did you say? Okay, so babe, I got a question. So what are some things that people or someone in that situation can do in order to take time for themselves?
That's a great question. Here's one thing you can do, right? I've suggested this to people many times. Find some people who you really trust, like your friends, your family, someone you really trust. You know, the people that know these secrets about you that not everybody know. You trust them, right? Enough to tell them those secrets. How about you ask them, hey, what are some things you think I need to work on? And trust that information and work on those things.
That's a really good suggestion, because a lot of times our friends and family know our weaknesses and they tell us, but we don't want to listen because we know, they're our family. We can tell them what we want. But a lot of the stuff that they say, a lot of what they say can be true. And so even, okay, let's scratch your family or whatever. What about those people that you were in that relationship with? What are they saying that sounds familiar in every relationship that you've had? If someone is saying to you that you have an attitude problem and you hear that every single time, there might be some truth in it. And so what you can do is maybe find some self-improvement classes or surround yourself around or read books that will help you become a better person. So those are ways that you can work on yourself and truly, truly be single.
Absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with being single, y'all. Like,
it's not.
The better you are, the better the me is, the better the we is.
Yeah.
So instead of taking that time and single and just looking for opportunities to date, how about you look for opportunities to get better? Just like my wife said. And here's something I really want to leave with y'all, right? When we think about dating and when we think about being attractive to the opposite sex and think about someone choosing us to marry, why is it that we only think about our physical appearance? Like we go to the gym, we have outfits, women wear makeup, we're wearing Jordans. If we're guys, we're thinking about, that's all great. I'm not saying you should be with someone that you're not attracted to, but where's the inner work though?
Right.
Because there's a lot of people who are spiteful, selfish, vengeful, unforgiving, gossipy. Gossipy. I'm gonna say that again. Gossipy. These are all 5 problems out of a million problems that can go into a relationship that can cause that relationship to have problems. So I'm not saying don't focus on the exterior, but where's the interior work?
That's true. What I want to say lastly is that you should be patient. You're going to find the right one. When you start doing the right things, the right person is going to come to you. They're going to see that. They're going to see something different about you. You're not going to be perfect.
She dropped some bars on y'all.
You're not going to be perfect, but you're going to find the right one.
That is awesome. When you are being the right person, you'll find the right one. That's it right there. Where's the theme music? We got some theme music? Break? No? We low budget, y'all.
Well, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate your time, and we hope that you have a good day.
Peace out.
Stay up, counting all the way up, count blessings, yeah, you know we pray up.